In mid-2007, the global financial system exploded. Newspaper headlines and television sets across the country resounded with reports of what was soon widely referred to as the subprime mortgage crisis. The abysmal losses of Countrywide Financial and American Home Mortgage became the talk of the town almost overnight. The failure was not of pieces of the system, however, but of the system itself. This was not an unforeseen event. Several days before the reports of crisis burst into the news, economist Lyndon LaRouche delivered an international address signifying the close of the post-FDR global financial and monetary system.
There is no possibility of a non-collapse of the present financial system. None. It's finished now. The present financial system cannot continue to exist under any circumstances, under any presidency, under any leadership, or any leadership of nations. Only a fundamental and sudden change in the world monetary financial system will prevent a general, immediate, chain reaction type of collapse. At what speed, we don't know, but it will go on, and it will be unstoppable. And the longer it goes on before coming to an end, the worse things will get.
In the ensuing period, though the media frenzy had appeared to dissipate, the terror in the financial world did not. Rather than following LaRouche's initiative to break from the failing system and support his Homeowners and Bank Protection Act, federal leaders, under pressure from Wall Street, clung to measures which would only prolong the death throes of the financial system until the end of the year, at the expense of the population. Upon the arrival of the new year, in the aftermath of further unprecedented money-pumping measures taken by central banks around the globe at the behest of City of London financiers, political solutions began to surface left and right. Presidential candidates, elected officials, and economists raced to reveal their stimulus packages, further perpetuating the bailout of the already bankrupt system. On January 17th, 6 months after his assessment of the end of the world financial system, LaRouche again spoke out above the clamor, identifying the full scope and implications of the crisis.
Each day now, since January 3rd, the crisis has been expanding in magnitude at an accelerating rate. What you think is the extent of the crisis today is the measures I propose are not taken will become much worse by an order of magnitude on the next week, and the week after that, and the week after that, until the whole system grinds into a collapse, probably sometime during this year. And I'm talking about a global collapse, not a collapse just in the transatlantic English-speaking community.
And Sana, you on the phone with us? I am on the phone, Joe, yes.
The following week ended in the last hurrah of the Federal Reserve, a drastic cut in the interest rates, a clear move of utter desperation. LaRouche identified this as the culminating event of a commitment made by the transatlantic English-speaking world toward a new phase of crisis, a chain reaction of global hyperinflationary collapse, comparable to that which struck Germany in 1923, terminating in the fascist regimes of Adolf Hitler and Benito Mussolini. In this presentation, we shall unfold to the viewer the process by which we have come to such a point in history, and how we may rise to the occasion of regaining America's proper role in the world, rather than shrinking into littleness and watching as the great experiment of our founding fathers is relegated to the dustbin of history as the world enters a new dark age. We urge the viewer to watch as if his future depended on it, because in a very real sense, it does.